World War II, the most scandalous section of human history. From 1939 to 1945, many people died in this war. As a result of this war, economic and social system of all countries is severely damaged. European countries have not been saved from the loss of this war. In order to overcome World War II, Europe's 6 countries were formed European Economic Community in 1957. Those countries are Belgium, France, Italy, Luxembourg, Netherlands, and West Germany. Britain was affiliated with the European Economic Community in 1973. Its aim was to provide free trade and common market facilities with European countries at cheap prices. Later, the number of members of this alliance increased. In 1965, European communities, European Atomic Energy Community, European Coal and Steel Community, European Economic Community were merged. In 1993, the alliance was transformed into the European Union with 28 members, from Ireland to the Aegean Sea. More than 50 million people in 28 countries have a major influence on economics, collectivities, and laws of the country. It has its own parliament. There are separate central banks. The EU's 19 member countries use the common currency euro. There is a discomfort among the British citizens about the increase in immigrants in UK day by day. According to EU rules, citizens of 28 countries in EU have the right to enter one country to another country without any visa. And because of this, David Cameron's government able to reduce the number of immigrants from outside the EU in the first term, but could not prevent the entry of EU nationals. According to the commitment from the second term, Cameron said the EU has allowed closure of benefits for 4 years to discourage the entry of UK nationals to the UK. In view of this, the head of state of EU country could not be happy. If they are discriminated against giving benefits of the citizen of the member countries, they will claim that it will be contradictory to the main objective of the establishment of the EU. That is why the question is arised about not keeping the UK in EU. This is called Brexit. Brexit is an abbreviation for British exit. Cameron proposed 4 reforms, including limiting the facility of immigrants and subsequently to negotiate with the EU leaders on the Brexit. After negotiations with the EU, Cameron announced the date of referendum for the referendum and will re-elected on 23 June 2016. All British, Irish and Commonwealth citizens who live in the UK voted in this referendum. Besides, the British who have been abroad for less than 15 years also voted. And according to other British election, 18 years of age or older and the Commonwealth citizens of the House of Lords and Gibraltar voted in this referendum. One of the main objectives of this is to end domination of the European Union headquarters in Brussels to hold the independence. A part of the British thinks that the EU has played a role in the recent economic progress. Their reasoning, because of EU laws, British small and big companies easily import and export goods. They also want to stay in the EU because of the benefits of work in EU member countries. UK people voted in favor of sovereign ties with the European Union in the referendum held on June 23, 2016. 52% of the votes are not stay in the EU, and 48% of the votes voted against. London and Scotland took strong positions in the EU. The same year, after getting the UK's electoral verdict in the referendum, and David Cameron announced to step down from the post of Prime Minister on June 24. After the resignation of Cameron, Theresa May take charge as the 76th Prime Minister of United Kingdom. Theresa started the new path. The day is going, and the Brexit are running at its own pace.